show where we connect to you now.
You're right.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Love Talk Radio.
You're live.
Oh, I'm live? Oh, good stuff. Let me get out of my intro. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Angelic Whispers. You're with the Reverend Dr. Ron tonight. We're going to have a fun evening. Sounds like I can hear myself on the radio, which is good. Usually it sounds kind of like a bar, but that's all right. All right, so we're going to have a good evening tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to do some free readings and have a great time. I am the Reverend Dr. Ron Bates, and I am broadcasting live from beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida, where I've got tonight, if you're on YouTube, I got the scruffy beard, and I'm all scruffy tonight, so we're just having fun. If you're looking for us on YouTube, you can go to youtube.com and then click on Food Alchemy Network and then look for Angelic Whispers. You'll find us broadcasting live. And we're on Blog Talk Radio, and on there, we're on the Angelic Whispers. So I hope everybody is enjoying the show. We're going to be doing free readings and having a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my phone off since I know I am broadcasting on both. So that's really good. Hey, we've had Mercury's been in retrograde, so this has been a very interesting couple of weeks trying to work with computers and everything. So hopefully Mercury's starting to come out of retrograde and we can start having fun again, okay? Because these computer problems were not fun at all. Oh my goodness, it was tearing me up. And Block Chart Radio wasn't helping either. So I hope you're on there, you're listening. We're going to have some fun. Definitely going to get to some free readings tonight. My soapbox tonight, I always have a soapbox. You know, I want to talk about things that are going on and things that are happening. And the part that we need to have during this time, and I'll put it up here for the YouTubers to see, is the card I drew is courage. All right, to have courage under conviction. And if you look at my shirt, you'll see it says STC, stay the course. Okay, it takes a lot of courage to stay your course. It takes a lot of courage to speak your truth. It takes a lot of courage to stand up to the negative. Stand up to people that would knock you off your path. Stand up for situations that you know are right or just. And these are the things that we have to have courage. But the biggest courage of all is to confront ourselves and our own blockages. Okay? When I say I don't want to do something or I can't do something, it really means I don't want to do something. Okay? Um, and you've got to block that because the blockage is in our own head. Okay? And we got to get around those any way that we can. You know, grab a friend, talk to a friend, do research on whatever it is that you find yourself being negative about. Okay? And to boldly go every day. And you know what? When life kicks you, you get up, you brush yourself off, and each day is a new day to journey forward. Okay? We all run into stumbling blocks. It's what makes us stronger. Okay? So if you're running into various situations in relationships, finances, or career, or anything like that, generally, if we just have the courage to get up that day and address it, and to be courageous about finding ways outside of the box in order to solve the various problems or situations or challenges that present themselves. Okay, and we always want to find different new ways of solving our problems. Some of it is having the courage to stop an old habit or stop an old behavior that has served us in the past but no longer serves us today. Okay, and that is super important. Okay, to have the courage to stop it, not do it, and hold yourself to it. I was having a wonderful conversation with a friend of mine today. And, because I have 28 years of sobriety. Okay. Okay. That should be stumbling blocks. Sometimes my producer gets typing and stuff goes across the screen. It's hysterical. Oh God, I love her. So, anyways, if you're in the queue on Blog Talk Radio, we'll definitely get to everybody tonight. So stay in the queue, hit that number one button, make sure I know that you want to ask your question. We'll probably have plenty of time to get to them. Now she's trying to fix it. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So stumbling blocks can be very, very instrumental in our growth. Okay. And if you think the way you did something 10 years ago is the way you're going to do it today, you're absolutely wrong. Okay. What you can do is take those experiences, expand the box, and think outside of the box, and to allow yourself the opportunity for growth and wisdom and having the courage to fail, get up, brush yourself off, learn something, try it again. Okay. The only one that quits in this world is me in my life. And I've always gone by the motto, don't quit 5 minutes before the miracle. Okay. Because maybe what I'm going through will make me appreciate the outcome more. And I won't let other people or situations um, block me again. Okay. You know, it is super important that we have the courage to tell people we love or people who are our friends or colleagues, the truth, but lovingly speak our truth and to speak it in a way that promotes a new and outcome. Okay, you want to produce a good outcome. You don't want to produce a bad outcome. All right, but sometimes you know what? You just got to take the bug to the face and produce the outcome that's meant to be. Okay, have the courage to me. I look at the courage, the scars of my truth as badges of courage. Okay, not everybody's going to respond to my truth in the same way. Okay, and me and my friend, we were having this conversation this afternoon. It was a great conversation, and she asked me, she goes, you're in recovery, and I said yes, and she goes, after this much time, you couldn't have a glass of wine or something like that, and I said no, I can't, and the reason is I have a glass of wine or two wines, two glasses of wine, and next thing you know, I want a shot of tequila, a shot of whiskey. Next thing you know, I want to, go get some pot or drugs, and then next thing I know, I'm in jail. Okay, you got to play the whole tape out. Yeah, I could probably at this point have a glass of wine, but it's a gateway to harsher things and a lesson I already learned. So why would I want to go back and learn that lesson? Okay. I learned it. I got over it. I moved on. I don't want to go back. So, it's, yeah, I could probably have a glass of wine. Okay. But where does that lead me? Because you know what they say, one is too many and 1,000 is never enough. And that's pretty much how I've approached that whole issue on that. And it takes courage. It takes a lot of courage to get into sobriety and live your life on life's terms. And anybody that out there that has struggled with alcoholism or addiction of any type, you are courageous people. You truly are, because the one addiction that I truly find the most compassion for are people who overeat, the people who overeat. Uh, because you see, as an alcoholic or as an addict, all I have to do is stop that particular substance. But how do you stop eating? I mean, seriously, how do you stop eating? Okay, yet you're addicted to this thing. You're addicted to And the best you can do is manage it at the very best. So the people that have chosen this particular recovery to me are just the blessed souls that are here to learn really, really, really tough lessons. And if I ever go to an Overeaters Anonymous meeting, or I counsel and guide people who have overeating issues, they truly have my heartstrings. They really do. Because, you know, if you're an alcoholic, you can just stop drinking alcohol. You know, it's like, hey, you know, put the bottle down, put a plug in the jug. All right. But when you have a food addiction, wow, I mean, that's some heavy duty stuff right there. Okay. So I'm always checking everything here to make sure I'm in Blog Talk Radio. So I am. We're going to be doing some free readings tonight. We're going to be having a whole lot of fun. You know, last week was a very successful show once we got all the technical difficulties worked out. So if you want a reading, I do charge $75 for 1 hour. I do take Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or PayPal. You're more than welcome to give me a call at 727-900-1326. Schedule that meeting. Go on Facebook. Schedule a reading there on Angelic Whispers Inc. INC, Angelic Whispers Inc. Or just look up Angelic Whispers. You'll find me. I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, you're going to be traveling to Florida, come on in. I've got a beautiful reading room that is wonderful. You'll enjoy it. Very serene, and the angels love it there. They're dancing and playing in there. They absolutely adore the room. So come on in, check it out. Also, check out the shows here on the Food Alchemy Network on YouTube. We got Coffee with Ori on Mondays, and we got a show I saw Dr. D doing, but it wasn't, I think it was new. So, anyways, I'll have her on in a little while, and she can tell us what her new show is or what her show is, which would be really great. We need you to really support Food Alchemy Network on subscribe and like and check us out. And also, if you like the show and you like the readings, book a reading. Okay, it's a whole lot of fun. So tonight's topic is courage, and the angels want me to talk about courage. And the courage. Okay, there's the serenity prayer. You know, God grant me the wisdom. You know, the courage to change the things I can. Okay, so what does that mean? The courage to change the things I can. All right, and to accept the things I can't. Okay, so we got acceptance, we got courage. So what can you change in life? Well, you can change your career, you can change your relationship, you can change yourself. Okay, but you're not. I got this bad news. You're not going to change another person. Okay, you may be able to offer them insight. You may plant seeds, but once again, it's up to them whether they choose to live, learn, and grow. Okay. And for me, as a reader, I run across people every day that I find incredibly wonderful. But they make their own decisions. And as a reader, as a spiritual, I have to honor and respect their decisions. I had a friend, make a really bad decision a couple weeks ago. And I had to just stand there and watch it and just honor what they wished to go through. It wasn't my place to step in. In fact, the angels were like, don't you dare step in because this is a life lesson. And they have to learn this in order to grow and move on the other side. So it's hard for me as a reader sometimes to watch my loved ones and friends make really bad decisions. And then you have to stand there and go, well, they need to learn this lesson in order to grow. And in order to grow, otherwise they're going to continue to chase their own tail and not figure it out. They won't grow, they won't change, they won't do the things they have to. All right, so these are the things that's hard for me as a reader to see, personal loved ones and friends go through challenging and then make really an awful decision. And you got to stand there with your mouth shut because the angels say, shut up. And it takes a lot of courage to shut up because, I want to go rescue my friend. I want to go, hey, please listen to me, and they're not going to. In fact, I may damage the friendship. And I had a friend come back to me and said, "Well," I said, "Well, that didn't work out for you, did it?" They're like, "You already knew?" I'm like, "Of course I already knew." And they were like, "Well, why didn't you tell me?" And I said, "Because you wouldn't have listened to me, and we would have damaged our friendship." And they stopped and they thought about it, and they said, "You know what? You're right. It would have hurt our friendship, and I wouldn't have listened to you in the first place." And I said, "Well, what did you learn?" And they told me, and I said, "Well, that's an amazing lesson. That's an amazing lesson." So everybody learns something different, something new, something wonderful. And just know this, that some days you do a wonderful job at learning and other days we don't. I have the same things, the same days. Okay. I'm not exempt. In fact, I was talking to another friend of mine, and there's so many ascended masters on the planet right now. And if you can look back on your life and you've had at least four extremely traumatic experiences that you've learned from, then you're probably a junior, senior, or master soul. Because we learn hard, hard, hard lessons. I have four situations in my life that were extraordinarily traumatic. One of them happened just a couple of years ago, and I learned from it. And I learned that no matter how hard I try, I have to accept other people for exactly who they are. And if exactly who they are is a bad person, no amount of denial on my part is going to change that. Move them out of your life, even though I invested a lot of time and energy into that person. Okay. But maybe it wasn't for me to see the seeds that I planted. It was for them to be the ones to nurture the seeds and let them grow, and they decided to let them die. That was their call. That's their free will. And I have to honor and respect that. So, what do? I get on with my life, I brush myself off, and I try to tell myself, once again, Ron, the only person in this world that you can have the courage to change is yourself, not others. Allow other people to freely use their self will to learn their life lessons. Okay, so with that, I'm off my soapbox. We're going to get to some free readings. We're going to have a good time. All right, so 804 area code. 804, hi, you're on Angelic Whispers with Dr. Ron. How you doing tonight?
Well, that's questionable. I talked to you a few times before
Yes, ma'am.
about my next door neighbor. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, things are really quite irritating. With the smell coming from his apartment, and me and my cat have really been smelling it, and I got fed up, and I called the police, and I called the people that run this place, and to my surprise, I kind of feel like I'm not really getting anywhere with them. I explained things, and they would come out a few times, but I'm not really seeing anything changing. And the people that run the place said that um, it's not anything that they could do until the cops come over, and they see what's going on, and then if they see that um, he is doing illegal drug activity in the apartment, that they will terminate his lease. But I couldn't really. It seemed like I couldn't really get the cops to do anything. Not really do a check. And if they can't just go up in this place, and um, not um, I don't know. I'm really kind of fit to be tired, and I'm wondering. much longer, um, is me and my cat gonna go through this, and you know, is it gonna come to an end sometime real soon?
Yes. And I'm glad that you took the courage to start making phone calls. Okay, that's very that takes a lot of courage. That's why we're talking about tonight, talking about courage. And that took a lot of courage for you, because you know um, that goes back to what they're showing me your childhood, where you were told not to tattle. Okay, that we don't tell on people and stuff like that. But when people are interfering in our lives and they have a life lesson to learn, it's our job to bring it to other people's attention so you can start the ball rolling. Um, I really, honestly, like I said earlier, see this individual. Uh, there's something going to go down in his apartment, either a fight or a drug deal gone wrong, and it's going to explode in their face, and there's going to be cops. As soon as you hear it, call the cops. Um, there's going to be a lot of loud shouting and fighting and all of that. You're going to hear it and immediately call the police, so the police have a reason to go into the house. Okay. um, and like if you just got to start being courageous that you're well protected by the angels. It's okay for you to stand up and have your voice heard, and it's okay, to tell them, look, what you're doing over here affects me over here, and you need to take it somewhere else. Okay. And you know, but yeah, the police now know. The landlord now knows. Now there just needs to be one 911 call placed about an incident or something like that, and it'll actually probably be him that makes the call because somebody has a knife or something coming at him because of a bad drug deal. Okay, so it may be him that is calling. And once the cops show up, get pull one off to the side and tell them, we've called before. This is an ongoing thing. He's dealing drugs out of his house, and we would like, I'm a neighbor, and I just want it to stop. Okay, and but the landlord needs something solid in order to cancel the lease. They're not going to renew his lease. I don't know when it's up, but they need something solid like a police report or something like that in order to cancel the lease and kick him out. Okay. Yeah. So they're aware of it. People are aware of it now, and you've done what you're supposed to do. You found the courage to say your truth, and now you just need to allow him to implode. And as soon as you hear anything come out of that apartment, especially like loud shouting or like a fight or something like that, get on the phone, call 911, and say, there's something going on in the apartment next door. There's people screaming and yelling, and I think there's an assault or something like that going on. Then the police have to check it out. They have to check it out. All right. So good job. Super proud of you. That took a lot of courage for you to do that.
Yeah, I got tired of smelling that odor, and it was really irritating my nose and my sinuses, and my cat. I could tell that she was terribly irritated by it too. So that, like, every time the smell gradually would come back up, and it's like she could tell, and she would react to it like in a very irritating and worried way. Right. And she would come and lay next to me, like she said, help, I don't want to smell this stuff anymore. Yeah. It may help to put a HEPA filter, air purifier, in your house, and that way it can. What? I got four going right now.
Yeah,
I got four going right now.
yeah. When's your lease up?
I'm sorry.
When is your lease up?
I've been here for a while. I just renewed mine. It was I think back in May.
Okay.
And yeah.
And do you have well, you can check your lease to see if you got a nuisance clause. Okay. And or whatever state you're in. I don't know what state you're in, but sometimes if a neighbor is a nuisance, you can break the lease. Okay. So I know here in Florida, they have, you can give the landlord 7 days to cure something. If they don't cure it in 7 days, then the lease is broken. Okay. So there's different ways you may want to check online, whatever state you're in, to how do you break a lease and legally break a lease. And all you have to do is tell your new landlord, I'm sorry, there was drug dealers next door to me and I had to get out of there. I have children. And I don't think there's any landlord's going to fault you for that. Okay.
Okay. My oldest son was talking about me moving. I'm in Virginia, and I live more than 75 miles away from them. But he was talking about me coming back there, but because of my last living situation, I'm trying not to go back to that again. Living underneath people and stuff, because it was just too much for me to handle. And ironically, I was living under people that were carrying on the same way.
Yeah.
And I don't want to really put myself in another stuck situation like that again.
Yeah. There's new opportunities for you other than your son if you'll go out there and find them. And you've got to start informing people that this is what's your landlord, this is what's going on. You got to do it in writing and say that this is in violation of my enjoyment of the property that I'm paying rent for. And thus you have so many days to fix it. Otherwise, this lease is dead. Okay, so check out the internet for Virginia and how to get out of a lease because of a bad neighbor. Okay, and it should be able to tell you exactly what you need to do. So, it'll take courage to do it, and you got to start writing letters to the property manager saying that I'm not able to enjoy my apartment because of this individual and their drug use, which is in violation of lease section 4, that you will not have drugs on the property. Okay, where the neighbor is violating the lease and they're not enforcing it. So if they're not going to enforce their lease, then your lease is no longer enforceable. Okay.
I would like to find another quiet place like this.
Well, it's not quiet though. It's a drug and cut. There's nothing quiet about it. You got a drug dealer. If you're gonna say, hey, this person is affecting my children, it's affecting me, it's where we live, it's our peace and serenity. Okay, then if you can't get them to do something, then you need to do something, or at least let them know you're willing to do something in order to resolve this. Otherwise, they just think you're a cranky tenant. Okay. So it takes courage. And then if this is truly affecting your children, then that should be Mama Bear number one. Mama Bear number one is to protect her children, not make excuses for other people.
Right.
Okay. So that's what you need to tell the landlord. I'm sorry, I have to protect my children. You have this going on in this apartment. It is infringing upon my ability to enjoy my apartment, and either you fix it or this is what we have to do. And you get out there and start looking for a new place to live. Okay.
Okay. Do you know if I find another place that's better than this?
Yes, if you get out there and look, the angels are more than happy to help you. But once again, don't stay stuck in the problem. Have the courage to get out there and find your solution. The solution may be to notify the landlord you're not in enjoyment of the property, which you're entitled to under your lease because of this other person's breaking of the lease. And as such, I want to work something out with you that gets me out of mine and gets me in another place. I'll go out and look for it, but I get a full refund of everything. And under Florida law, I know that if they do this, the landlord has to pay your moving expenses.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you need to start doing your homework. You instead of start hitting that Google and start doing your homework on Virginia law in regards to your right to enjoy your property and not be harassed or anything else by a fellow tenant. Okay.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, they have a lot of free law firms have to do pro bono work. So you can call up the State Bar Association, tell them that you have a tenant landlord dispute and you're looking for a pro bono lawyer.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Okay.
Excellent. Get out there, Mama Bear. It's time for you to roar, Mama Bear.
Do you know when everything's supposed to be going down though with the neighbor and his
Well, once again, it goes down quicker once you start getting into the solution. Okay?
Right.
So once again, you're still wanting them to throw him out when you have other options. Okay?
I will. I'll look into everything.
Okay, good. Keep an open mind, think outside of the box, and have the courage to protect your children, okay?
Okay, I actually, in my cat.
Protect your cat. Cat's a child. I'm sorry, fur baby. Okay? So you have the right to live in an apartment and not have to smell cigarettes or marijuana. You have the right to that. I know that in Virginia. Okay? So if somebody else is infringing upon your enjoyment of the property you're paying for every month, the landlord has a responsibility to fix it or let you out of your lease or evict the other person, okay?
Okay.
All right. Take care, hon. Good luck.
Okay. Could you put another prayer over?
Oh, I'm sorry. I hit the mute button. What'd you say?
I was going to quickly say, can you please put another prayer of protection and healing of my cat?
Okay, we'll get one out there. What's its name?
Lucy.
Miss Lucy. Well, we'll give Miss Lucy some love and energy tonight, everybody. Thank you for calling. All right, everybody. So I think we have a commercial coming up here. So we're going to go to commercial break on YouTube. And on Blog Talk Radio, I'm going to play some music and commercial, YouTube, Chef Sussy. I guess we're not having a commercial. Chef Sussy.
No commercial.
No commercial. Okay. And we're back because there's no commercial on YouTube apparently. We're now commercial free on YouTube. Yay! All right, so we're going to go to 856 area code. 856, what's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi.
Hi. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello.
Hello. Are you there? Oh, shoot. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Yeah, good to hear
Hi,
from
how are
you.
you?
I'm doing good. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Maria from Jersey.
Hey, Maria from Jersey, New Jersey. What's on your mind tonight?
How are you?
I'm doing good.
The friend you were telling me is gonna take some time to have to communicate with me if that's gonna happen or job wise, because a lot of miscommunications or something, whatever, from a company.
What?
For you,
Wait a minute.
they never called me,
You're
so I don't know
stuttering.
what's wrong
So
with that.
you got to start over again.
Either one.
I'm sorry. Start from the first one. What?
I'm sorry.
I could not understand you. Could you repeat the question, please?
Okay. You were telling me about friends. I have to give him some time, but he hasn't communicated with me. So that was about 2 weeks ago. He still hasn't. So I'm going to move on with somebody else or job wise, because I guess there was a miscommunication. I was supposed to have an interview. They never called, so I don't know what's up with that. So either one.
No, or both. So, anyways, the other person, get them moving on. If they don't call you back in a certain time, get out there and find you somebody new. Okay. And the miscommunication with the job, have they not tried to call you back?
No, they never called me for the interview, so they set it up and they never called.
Oh, wow.
And I called and left a message and then no response. So
Interesting. So, what new application did you put in today or yesterday?
that was last Tuesday.
Yeah, but that's not what I asked. What was the application you put in yesterday or today?
A while ago, yeah.
Okay. So, what company did you contact in the last 2 days?
I'm sorry.
What company did you contact in the last 2 days?
I can't mention the
But you did contact the company in the last 2 days, right?
Right.
About a job, correct?
Right.
Okay. And is this a phone interview? Have they set up an interview yet?
Yeah, it was a phone interview.
Okay. And when is it?
It was supposed to be last Tuesday.
No. That's not what I asked. That's not what I asked. Have you contacted a different company in the last 2 days?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, thank you. That's what I've been asking you. And have
I'm sorry. I misunderstood you.
and have they set up an interview yet for you?
Not yet.
Okay, they're going to be. All right. And hopefully it's an in-person interview. Try your best to get an in-person interview. Do not get a phone interview, okay?
Okay.
All right. You're much better in person than you are over the phone. Okay. So definitely this company that you put an application in or you contacted in the last 48 hours is going to be contacting you for an interview. Really, really work hard to get an in-person interview, okay?
Okay.
And what type of job is it for?
It's for like administrative assistant.
Cool. All right, great start. Love it, love it. Great start. The person that's looking for an administrative assistant is very patient and willing to train. And this training goes far beyond administrative assistant, okay? So whether you think the title or whatever, but it would be a great foot in the door for moving on to human resources, to moving on to facilities, to moving on to a different higher position. But this is the foot in the door. Okay.
Okay.
So get an in-person interview. All right, that's important.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, don't do a phone interview because that's not where they can see your energy. You need to meet the person needs to meet you. You need to be enthusiastic when you go there, motivated, and really willing to learn. This just isn't an administrative assistant job, it's a foot in the door. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So follow up with them Monday, and they're saying follow up, follow up, follow up. Get that interview.
Okay.
Okay. And let
All
us
right.
know
Cool.
next Thursday how it goes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us know next Thursday how it goes. Okay.
All right. Cool.
All
I'm
right.
gonna try and not a third time.
All right.
Get it. All right. Cool.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Good luck. Good luck. All right. And tell that
All right,
dude
thank you.
that didn't call you back, sayonara. Go find yourself a better man.
Okay. Cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah. There's plenty more fish in the sea. You know, I can't tell you how many frogs I had to kiss. I just got married um, 12 days ago. You know, I can't tell you how many frogs I had to kiss to find that prince. So, you know, I got chapped lips, man. I kissed a lot of frogs. Okay, okay. I was in every pond. I was in every creek looking for that. You know, kissing every single frog. So, you know, sometimes we got to kiss a lot of frogs in order to find the prince. And I want you to stay out there and keep smooching away. You know, don't give up. Never give up. Have the courage to keep moving forward. And if one guy doesn't work out, flush him. Get on to the next guy. You know what I mean? Get on to the next one. Love it tonight. So tonight seems to be, you know, a little slow and a little. Everybody's a little tired. This Mercury in retrograde has been. Uh, yeah, my producer. There you go. There's the problem right there, Chef Sussy. So are my eyes? Yeah, I'm a little tired tonight. As you can see, I got a lot of bags under my eyes and everything. You know, it is a. You know, you gotta have fun and bless everybody's heart. You know, we're all just trying to make it out there and do the right thing and help each other out. And that's all we can do. You know, as spiritual guides and spiritual beings. Uh, but one thing I want to talk about is, you know, that inner child within you. Okay, have the courage to nurture that inner child. Have courage to look at life through enchanted eyes. Okay, don't get bitter. Life isn't about being bitter. Life isn't about suffering. Life is about challenging ourselves to have the courage to think outside of the box and to do things that we never thought we could do. Okay, if I thought back in 1998 that I couldn't start a company out of my house and build it into a nationwide company, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Okay, I went out every day and busted my ass. And that's what life is about. Every day you get up, you bust your ass, you make things happen, and you know what? You reap the benefits of everything. Um, okay, I see things are going across the stream in a language I don't speak. Okay, cool. I love it. I love it. So much fun. So I want you all to consider. It's Spanish. I love it. I love it. No bueno, but I love it. No bueno. I only know bueno bueno. That's it. That's all I know. It's because it was my favorite restaurant. Bueno bueno, man. They made some good food. So I'm going to be going on vacation here at the end of the month, and I want to give everybody a heads up on that. I am going to go on my honeymoon. and we're going to go to Carlsbad, California, and stay on the beach, and then off to Las Vegas to do stupid things. So, because uh, Dr. Ron needs to get out there, and whatever hair I have left, I got to let it down. You know, and you can do that in Las Vegas. So we're going to spend 5 days in Carlsbad just decompressing from the whole wedding and everything. It was just an amazing wedding. It was so cool. But then we're going to go to Las Vegas and have some fun, see some shows, uh, do a little gambling, you all that good stuff. So you got to have a lot of fun doing it. And that's what life's about. You work hard. I work hard every day. I work 8 to 12 hours a day. Today alone, I put in 14 hours, both doing my show and doing my other business. Okay. And so every day is an opportunity to achieve more. It's just what are you motivated to achieve? Okay. And today I did a lot of training for the CrossFit tournament that's coming up that I'm participating in. And I trained a new employee. Plus, I took care of my dog, took care of my house, took care of my business, took care of my clients. Now I'm doing my show. And, this is what we do. Life is to be lived every moment, not laying on the couch watching TV or sitting around feeling sorry for yourself. If you're sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, get off your ass and go do something positive. And if you can't do it for yourself, go do something positive for somebody else. Okay. And just make sure that everything that you're doing means something. Okay. It is your life. So you want to make sure you're achieving your goals. We have a caller here. We're going to go to the caller 727. You're on the air. How are you doing?
Hi.
Hello. What's your name and where are you calling
I
from?
like your. My name's Lisa. I'm calling from New Mexico.
Hey, Lisa from New Mexico, who has the St. Petersburg phone number.
Oh, well, I kept my old number.
Oh, okay. I'm like, hey, I got a 727 in the room. All right.
Oh, nice.
So, did you live in Clearwater or St. Petersburg?
No, I live in New Mexico.
I know that, but when you were here, which one did you live in?
Oh, I used to live in Clearwater.
Ah, wonderful place. Love Clear. Hey, anybody listening, go to Clearwater Beach and you will love it. Oh my God, best beach in the
Well,
world.
except for red tide.
Yeah, that hasn't really it affected the bay, but didn't affect the Gulf on the Clearwater side. So they kind of lucked out.
Yeah.
They lucked out. So my friend in New Mexico now. What part of New Mexico?
Yeah. Albuquerque.
Beautiful town. I love Albuquerque. Been there several times.
Oh, yeah.
You picked a great place to move to. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. What's your question tonight?
Okay, so my question is, I am dealing with a situation where a woman, I have let go of a person in my life that was toxic.
Oh, yes.
Like 3 weeks ago, and they continue to text me after I asked them not. Do you feel that they're gonna stop texting me, or do you think and let go, or do you think they're gonna keep us alive much longer?
Wow, you got entangled with a narcissist. Wow, this person is a total narcissist. So yeah, no, I mean the angels are like, this person is such a narcissist. And
yeah.
Okay, so the only way to treat a narcissist is to block their number where you don't get the text anymore. Okay, and you have to totally black them out of your life. And even then, they will try to find people that mutual acquaintances, and still say bad things about you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what the angels are showing me. my friend, is that you got yourself mixed up with a true narcissist, and they want their narcissistic supply from you. Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I know all about it. I'm watching all these videos
Yeah.
on YouTube. I 100% know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
It's not a mystery to me.
And you
Yeah.
know what? This individual is going to perform their duties to the letter. Okay, and you need to perform your duties to the letter, because if you even give an inch, they will take a mile. If you say a breath, they'll take the entire air out of your lungs. Okay, this person is a taker. Okay, and you have been giving way too long. The good news is there's another person coming along that will now they're actively out looking for their next quote source of supply. So that's the good news. Okay, you may wish to do a cord cutting, what's known as a cord cutting, and you can find that.
Yeah, I've done that.
Okay,
I've done that.
Cord cutting, and then that's really, really good. And then doing your Reiki healing on yourself and having another female do a Reiki healing on you would be very good. That way they can seal up your aura, and this person will go find their supply somewhere else. There's another person that this person is going to be meeting, and their attention will be diverted to the new person for a little while. But don't be surprised if they come back in 3 to 6 months. I had a narcissist come back come back at me after a year after I got rid of them, and they just came back recently and tried to say nasty things about me to a mutual acquaintance, and that mutual acquaintance told that person that they were effed up and never to talk to them again. And so those are the people you want to surround yourself with, okay, are the people that will tell the narcissist, you know what, you're not using me to get to them in any way, shape, or form. Yeah. Okay, so also talk to your friend, any mutual acquaintances about this individual. Say, please do not share anything about me. Please do not talk about me. If you wish to remain friends with this individual, I don't care, but do not bring me up and do not talk about me, because that will affect our friendship, and I don't want this person to affect our friendship. The best thing you can do is put a lot of light onto a narcissist, and by putting the light means you have an open, honest conversation with anybody that might be a mutual acquaintance, and just say, look, we've had a falling out, unfortunately.
Well, the way I coped with it is I block anyone that associates with her. That's automatic.
Okay.
Like if anyone associates with this person, I don't want to associate with them because there's too many close bridges, and I'm like, no, I'm burning all of them. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
I really don't care.
And sometimes you have
I'll
to do
anything
that.
it takes to get this to remove her, because I feel like she's like a cancer.
But she is a cancer, but she's not a cancer on
everyone.
you. You've excised the cancer, okay? So once again, don't let her get into your head. Okay, that's another way they get their supply energetically, is by getting into your head. So cut off the people that need to be cut off. Wish her well, happiness. I forgive you for what you've done. I had to do that with my narcissistic mother. I wish you well. I wish you happiness. I don't wish you, because I don't want her sucking in any of my energetic supply. Okay, so I wish you well and be gone, but I will have no further contact with you. But if she gets in your head and you keep rolling the tapes, once again, she's in your head and she's getting her supply energetically. Okay, so move yourself.
I really haven't been thinking about her. She just texted me today.
Yep.
After a long time not texting me, and the only reason I called to ask about her is to find out, am I going to need to get a restraining order? Like,
no,
are you going to get to that level?
No, you just need to
cut her off, cut the cord, block her, don't respond.
Block her.
Nothing. Like,
block her and don't respond, and you're done. That's all she's done is poking.
Well, I know, but will she continue is what I'm trying to ask.
Well, what she will do, any narcissist does, until that I told you another person was going to come in and she'll get her narcissistic supply from them. Okay, you're just waiting on that person to show up. Okay, so don't.
Yeah.
She's just poking to see if she can get the reaction that she wants. She wants to see if she can get in your head, which she's not going to. Okay, and you just have to say to yourself, "All right, angels, bring in that other source." Okay, because I really want this person gone. So you have to ask the angels for that. Okay, so bring in the other person. I'm sorry, but the other person
Well,
has.
she has been spending time with someone in another community,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know. I think maybe she found her supply. I'm hoping that's
Well,
the supply.
and yet she wants to still make sure your buffet is still available if the other supply is, runs out. If you know what I mean, they throw her
Well,
out.
the blood bank is closed.
Yeah, so keep it
Here's the
closed.
thing: this guy, I think she's attracted to me on a sexual level.
Uh-huh.
I do.
Oh yeah, that's the
And I don't think this
narcissist
guy is going to
use
satisfy that part of her.
right, but narcissists will use whatever they can in order to hook you, whether it's sexually or financially or anything else, and it's a never-ending hole of despair. So let them fill their own hole. You don't need to, okay?
Yeah,
You
I'm
got
doing good actually. I've
you're
been
doing
laughing all day. I was told
wonderful.
my friend. And,
Yeah, and
but I mean, I got the text that said, "Is this ever going to end? Like, she ever going to stop bothering me?"
yeah,
God.
if she ever gets that, hole filled, it would be nice. So hopefully she's getting it, filled. Unfortunately, the poor guy,
Well, she has a husband.
yeah,
I don't know what the
that
problem
means
is.
that
If she
means
gets it back in
nothing.
him.
That means nothing to a narcissist. Having a spouse means nothing to a narcissist. They're just another tool in the chest. That's it. They're another thing to use. Okay, so uh, yeah, it'll be very interesting because I think this guy that she's interested in is going to give her something that will at least set her coochie on fire. So
Really?
yeah, he has.
He's a spicy meatball. This guy. He'll go off on you. He can fight with you quickly.
Oh yeah.
He has a temper.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like an Aries type.
Oh, good
I
for
don't know
him.
if he is an Aries.
I hope so. Because us Aries, we know how to handle narcissists, man. Us Aries, we know how to handle a narcissist. I'll tell you what.
Are you an Aries?
I'm an Aries, and I know how to handle
I am
a
too.
narcissist. I like up in their face. I'll tell them exactly what they don't want to hear, and you know what? It's okay. All right, my friend.
It is. Good.
It is. Good luck, my friend. I got 1 minute left, so I just want
Okay, I just want to let you know your phone is very muffled and sounds terrible. It's very difficult to hear you today.
Okay, that usually happens when you do it on here. I do appreciate the feedback. Thank you.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
90 seconds.
All right, so oh, that's too funny. He's gonna set her on fire. You know he's going to too. He's gonna give her an STD. So anybody, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight and wishing you a happy evening. And may the angels bless you and love you. And may you love and bless yourself because you're worthy. I'm worthy, so are you. So make sure you tell the angels that. This is Dr. Ron Bates on Angelic Whispers. And please catch our show next Thursday night. And thank you for joining us. And if you want a reading, 727-900-1326. Or you can check us out on Facebook at Angelic Whispers Inc. And thank you for having us here on Food Alchemy Network on YouTube. So go to youtube.com, Food Alchemy Network, and then look at Angelic Whispers. To everybody, I want to say good night, God bless, and hey, take care of yourself, because if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love anybody else? Can I get an amen? Take care, everybody. Good night.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Goodbye, 10 seconds.